loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And a quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And some room to work. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Throw left side, complete to Ross. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over them. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And New York set to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones now on 1st and 10. Uncorks one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this win is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. They'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A huge play there for Arizona. 56 yards. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Drops it underneath for Reese. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Again, it's Taylor. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. But if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now Jones. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Slow. slow.
Second and 10, it's Taylor again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score. And the Cardinals are in for 6.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone. And
in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Slow.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They go play action with Taylor. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he stopped immediately there. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Throwing Jones. And he hits his man, Matthews. He's at the 40, 20, 10, for touchdown, Giants. A big play there, 97 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Taylor. This is Reese on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, it's Taylor. Going deep downfield and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Now Jones. Off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Going deep here for Matthews. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Flex round! Flex round! Hut! Ohio!
Jones on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dayon Buchanan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken around the 12. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They go play action now. Taylor. Throw left side complete. It's Ross. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can...
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Caught, right side, Gresham. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On On third down, Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, what a juke into space. The 40, 30, the 20. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Cardale Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. The extra point up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out. Now come the Cardinals. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back to Mixon on first down. Finding some room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Play action, it's Taylor. Lets it go for Nelson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown of this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On third down, Taylor. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Taylor. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Alec Ogletree able to get him for a loss of about 3. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
And now out come the Giants. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They begin with a run by Barkley, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Robert Kimdichie, we've heard about him since high school. How about that total package of power, speed, and agility?
Yeah, he was widely. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. Airs this out for Matthews. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Well, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Slow.
Now Taylor on first down to Mixon on the check down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Slow.
A handoff to Mixon, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on third down, Taylor going deep downfield for Ross. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. I don't know about you, partner, but I just came out of my chair. Big-time run right there, and all of a sudden I realized...
Didn't reach the chains, did he?
How do you go that far? Create that type of an explosive play that'll be a check and a plus on every grade sheet and still not get a first down.
Yeah, they have put themselves in a bad spot, but a big gain, that helps. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A first down carry for Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Ohio! Flex round! Ohio!
A handoff to Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. He was looking for Matthews that time. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Here's a give to Mixon. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the pitch goes to Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. Extra point attempt to follow here. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off play action. Jones. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It's Chandler Jones, no relation, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On the return is Peterson. Oh, look at the juke. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Right back to him on first down. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Powering his way forward, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Now Joe Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Jones throwing on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Jones. Back to the air on 2nd down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has a feel.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Ohio!
Jones now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. From the gun, Jones. And it's off the mark, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Slow. Check 26.
Taylor now off the bootleg. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
It's also what I'm looking for here about how this drive just started.
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. 1st down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
We got three. Ready. 319. Under.
Maybe a free play now for Taylor. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Slow.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Going deep downfield for Ross. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone. You throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go. Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Check! Check! Check!
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. The Giants on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jones operating from the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side and almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Ohio! Ohio! Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Picked by Brandon Williams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Cameron Moore had the tackle. Played his college ball at Boston College.
Slow. Two jet.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Howard Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Flex round! Flex round! Shit. Check 24.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 40-yard line. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Six guard! Check six guard! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Hut! Ohio! Ohio! Check it! Hut!
They run again with Wilkins. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round! Hey, Mike 20! Mike 20!
Back to throw. Jones under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chandler Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Flex round! Flex round! Hut! Hey, watch the ball! Watch the ball!
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Looking to throw. Jones. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Clay Matthews in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got this grease on my back, carry it. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me sleep rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning. I had a sister by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the ocean. I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got a picture me. Ready for war like I'm Russia. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds, they tussling. My neck and my belly. They calling for me and they. You want me like you, and I love you. I rank so much. Yeah. Big ranks better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on me. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the trolls. Yeah. You can go get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad back. You too. Dripping my swag. About tag on I got it in the bag, man. I'm getting all type of cash. I'm a general true. I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got this grease on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning. I had a sip by the morning. I got on a mint on the morning. The rest keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. In a new Bay alert. Gonna be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose to. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's the truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning. I had a sip by the morning. I got on a mint on the morning. The rest keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture. Jumping in the bed with the 2-door team, man. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. Cash, I'm a general true.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself, rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help, they keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said broski you a star. I said brother hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on this fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. For my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Yeah. For real, for real. My it's real for real. I'm in the field for real. I'm about my check for real.